What's good, guys? Welcome back to Ron's Rides News. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video where this is the 2022 Audi E-Tron GT. Just had its debut and here's everything you need to know about it. Now, Audi has just shown off their latest addition to a growing range of electric-only models, a sleek four-door performance sedan with a low roofline and coupe-like lines. The E-Tron GT is undoubtedly one of the most striking Audi designs we've ever seen, and it sits towards the top of the luxury car maker's model hierarchy, both in terms of pricing and new tech. Now, with the new e-tron GT, Audi aims to balance everyday usability with sports performance as the brand aims to offer a prime competitor to both the Tesla Model S and the Porsche Taycan. Now, it sits on the VW Group's high-end J1 performance platform designed by Porsche, with the e-tron GT sharing its building block with the Taycan. Now, available in two models, regular and the Extreme Performance RS in the US from launch, is one of Audi's most powerful production cars. All models feature a dual-motor all-electric setup with a 2-speed transmission to aid performance. It incorporates Audi's new 800V electrical architecture, which allows even faster charge speeds, while the 86 kilowatt battery is good for 298 miles, 488 kilometers, predicted with the WLTP range in the European spec. Now, Audi's presentation focused on the e-tron's duality, emphasizing their intention to provide a blend of luxury with a sporty driving experience, as well as an increased refocusing on sustainability. Now, particular attention has been applied to the suspension and steering settings to ensure that they provide the adaptability for both, while the car features some interesting quirks in the shape of ethical material choices. Now, as the name implies, e-tron GT was designed as a cross-continent traveler foremost. Practically, it's something that Audi repeatedly highlighted in their presentation. Despite the low sweeping roofline, Audi claims the e-tron GT can sit 4 in comfort and ample headroom as well. Meanwhile, there's a 405-liter trunk with added 85 liters up front in the front. Now, the exterior design incorporates large wheels, a long wheelbase, and a relatively squat and flat stance to give a hunkered down e-tron GT a sporty appearance. Now, the pronounced rear haunches are referred to as quattro blisters, while the rear includes a new light design that has a customary signature of animations. Now, the Audi e-tron GT features the option of leather-free interiors, as well as the ability to specify the seats that have been sustainability produced with recyclable PET bottles. Now, to achieve Audi's goal of creating a sports car-like experience, the seating position has been kept low with a cut-out battery and flat battery floor combining to the lower cabin. Now, the center front screen is aligned towards the driver, while the lightweight design philosophy influences the central console and dashboard to create a spacious feeling. Now, Audi claims that the e-tron GT's exterior design has been greatly influenced by the synergy created between the designers and aerodynamics. Audi also claims that the e-tron GT achieves one of the lowest drag coefficients in their model history with a figure of 0.24, and features such as functional air curtains help channel the air around the aero wheels at the front. Now, a flat floor and rear diffuser help reduce lift. Meanwhile, active aero such as inlets, rear spoiler, and suspension combine to add an estimated 30 kilometers, nearly 20 miles to the average range of the e-tron GT. Another area in which Audi says they've applied particular focus is the aeroacoustics, with multiple hours spent in the wind tunnel, and Audi claims to have achieved an outcome that matches the A7. Now, the entry-level Audi e-tron GT Quattro has combined an output of 476 horsepower, 350 kilowatts, and 630 newton meters, or 464.7 foot-pounds of torque, while the RS e-tron GT has a higher output, producing a total figure of 590 PS, 589 horsepower, 440 kilowatts, 830 newton meters, 612.2 pound-feet of torque, and Audi says that these power outputs are rated for the European models. Now, in North America, the GT is rated at 469 horsepower SAE and 464 pound-feet peak torque, and the RS 590 horsepower SAE with 612 pound-feet. Now, both e-tron GT Quattro and RS e-tron GT feature a twin motor setup with one motor for each axle. The 175 kilowatt front motor is shared across the two areas, where the motor output is higher for the RS, 335 kilowatt versus the Quattro's 320 kilowatt. Now, both configurations have 2-speed gearboxes, allowing for those lightning fast getaways, and you're also using a provided 2.5-second overboost function. Now, in the European specification, with overboost engaged, the RS E-Tron can do the 0 to 60 in 3.1 seconds, 0 to 100 kilometers in 3.3 seconds, while topping out at a limited 155 miles per hour, 255 kilometers. Now, the base Quattro gets a 60 mile per hour in 3.9 seconds, on the way to a top speed of 152, 245 kilometers. Now, throughout the Audi presentation, the suspension and steering systems were highlighted with a focus on providing what Audi describes as a dynamic drive while always remaining confident and relaxed no matter how much the strain is put on. Now, the suspension itself is a double wishbone setup with the extensive use of aluminum in the components. Now, the E-Tron GT employs an electromechanical steering system which aims to avoid being abrupt by maintaining a sporty and direct feel. Now, the RS model gets an adaptive suspension as standard, while it remains optional on the E-Tron GT Quattro. Now, the 3-chamber air suspension system works in conjunction with the electric dampers and can be adjusted to lower or raise the car, dependent on the situation. Now, the controlled dampers, which are standard across the range, also work in tandem with the Audi Drive Select system and dynamic handling. Now, with 4 models to choose from, comfort, efficiency, dynamic, and individual, the air suspension dampers, electric motors, 2-speed transmission, and controlled rear axle differential lock come together to offer different driving characteristics as would be expected. Now, the E-Tron GT is also available with an optional all-wheel steering system, which turns the rear wheels in the opposite direction at low speeds and in the same direction at speeds over 31 miles per hour, 50 kilometers per hour. Now, the E-Tron GT Quattro comes standard with a locking mechanical differential, while a controlled rear axle differential lock is available as an option and is standard in the RS E-Tron GT. Now, in addition, the E-Tron GT's flat bottom battery architecture means that the battery has been placed even lower in the car for a center of gravity that supposedly betters even the Audi R8 supercar. Now, the lithium-ion battery is the same across both the RS and Quattro models of the E-Tron GT. It's an 86 kilowatt, 93 kilowatt gross battery that integrates 33 cell modules, each of them comprising of 12 cells. 30 modules form the lower level that features a wide recess in the rear section, creating space for the rear passenger's feet. The layout also contributes to the very low center of gravity. Now, with the Porsche Taycan, thanks to the new 800V electrical architecture, the E-Tron GT allows charging at the industry benchmark 270 kilowatts using the DC fast chargers, from 5 to 80% in just 22.5 minutes, among the quickest charging rates currently available at any EV. Now, this allows the recharge energy from up to 62.1 miles, 100 kilometers in just over 5 minutes. Now, the E-Tron GT features 2 charging ports on either side located on the front fenders behind the front wheels as well. Now, both charge ports allow for AC charging, while the passenger side supports DC fast charging. Now, for home charging, the E-Tron GT can be juiced up with an 11 kilowatt AC as standard, which allows it to recharge an empty battery overnight. An optional 22 kilowatt charger for home use will be offered as well. And as far as size goes, the Audi E-Tron GT has the dimensions of a classic Gran Turismo with a wheelbase of 2.9 meters, 9.5 feet. It measures at 4.99 meters, 16.4 feet in length, 1.96 meters, 6.4 feet in width, and retains that coupe-like roofline with a height of just 1.41 meters. Now, the luggage compartment provides a volume of 405 liters, 14.3 cubic feet, and a second luggage compartment below the front hood offers a further 81 liters, 2.9 cubic feet of space. Now, set to go on sale this summer, the E-Tron GT will be offered in 3 grades. The GT Quattro Premium Plus at $99,000, the GT Quattro Prestige from $107,000, and the RS GT from $139,000, with all prices excluding destination and taxes. However, Audi says that the GT models may qualify for up to $7,500 in federal incentives. Now, in its home market, pricing will start at €99,800 for the Quattro and $138,200 for the RS. So what do you guys think about the new 2022 Audi E-Tron GT? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up, will help get it up in the rankings. More people can see it, and we can have a bigger discussion on this new, beautiful 2022 Audi E-Tron GT. And if you guys want to help further support your channel, always check the links down below where I have a one-time link donation for my PayPal, Cash App, and Venmo, just in case you guys want to donate $1 or $2 to the channel. You can also help support by checking out the Patreon as well, or check out the Ron's Rides merch where you can get t-shirts, stickers, hoodies, everything Ron's Rides. I'm also on TikTok, Facebook, Snapchat. See everything I'm posting, car memes, pictures, and videos that doesn't always make it here to the channel. And make sure you subscribe, but click that notification bell so you don't miss one Ron's Rides news video. With that said, you guys be blessed, have a great day, and we'll talk to you guys in the next Ron's Rides news video. Peace.